We've been talking about where we live, and we've been talking about different houses and buildings and apartment buildings and stores and all different kinds of structures and different things that we can build. I'm wondering, if you were going to build a house, what kind of rooms would you have inside that house? I think I would have a room just to make ice cream. I'd have a giant freezer with all different flavors of ice cream and a big cabinet with all different kinds of toppings, and I would call it my ice cream room. Well, I have a story about a little boy who dreams about what he would build if he built a house. And the name of our story is If I Built a House. All right, friends. And I want to show you these. These drawings are called blueprints. And these are the kind of drawings that an architect would draw so that the builders can build the house. And they would use the architect's drawings to know what it should look like. And then there would be more drawings of the inside of what the different rooms should be and how big the room should be. If I built a house. Jack, in the backyard, said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned. My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or a dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. The chairs and the tables and sofa all spin. And trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. Now look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places that you've never seen. And here in my bedroom, way up in the sky, on top of a tower 200 feet high, with glass all around, just check out the view. A bed in a tower, now that's something new. Let's look at the view. That's the view he was talking about when he looked out the window. He's up high. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kind that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. Can you imagine having that slide in your home? That looks like a lot of fun. You know how I constantly like to create. Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool is a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw it till you're done, then pull down some more. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground. Then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity, that's pretty rare. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. Make sure you can see it because it looks really cool. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You fly in, you flip in, you zip and you zoom. You have to admit it's a wonderful room. A room filled with water? Now that's something new. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. This is my fish tank room, ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly, the critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. That'd be neat, right? To swim with the fish, to go snorkeling in a room. Of course, I've been saving the best room for last, and literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. It's like a rocket ship room. Wow, he has some imagination. My house will be nifty, my house will be neat. My house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine, a must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. I built a house. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. Very cool. Look, and he drew plans like an architect. He made blueprints. And he started to build his house. He used his imagination. I think that's wonderful. Maybe you can draw some blueprints and use some building materials to build your own house. You can use blocks, paper towel rolls, boxes, snap cubes. You can use almost just about anything to build. Have fun.